Welcome to the Chain programme. This is an 8-week course that aims to improve your hip pain and stiffness. The aims of the Chain programme are self-management, education advice, exercise and lifestyle change. Osteoarthritis affects 1 in 10 people over the age of 45, but 1 in 3 over that age will have some stiffness and pain in their hip, and that increases to 1 in 2 in people over the age of 75, and it's more common in women than men. According to experts, everyone should get advice about being active, doing exercise, managing their weight. Some will need procedures such as injections, but very few will need surgery. The National Institute of Clinical Excellence, or NICE, has 3 core treatments for arthritis: education, exercise, and weight loss if you're overweight. There are many ways of treating arthritis, and we're going to look at those now. They include manual therapy like physiotherapy and stretching, weight loss for those overweight, patient education advice, diet and nutrition, assisted devices like walking aids, hot and cold therapy, drugs, and then exercise such as spinning. So what are the results straight after the course? Well, 86% of people are able to do activities of daily living better, 83% have increased strength of the muscles around their hip, 83% walk quicker, and 100% of participants would recommend the course to a friend. What are the results 5 years after completing the course? Well, 97% of people are still able to manage their symptoms, 45% have not returned to see their GP about hip pain, 57% have had no surgical intervention, and 100% are doing at least 1 physical activity a week. We're now going to hear from a participant who's completed the Chain course.
I was so fed up with the hip and I was almost scared of doing anything too energetic in case I should make it worse. But the exact opposite's happened. The first week of the spinning class, I could barely manage to get onto the spinning bike. And I thought, oh my word, I could only actually pedal with my good hip. So things came on over the course of the 8 weeks. The educational input was amazing as well. It helps to know how your body works after all, because then you can help it. So that, coupled with the practical spinning, was just an incredible thing. It's been a life changer for me. Shoes and socks, no problem, which is something that you just take for granted. It's lovely. I know this probably sounds a little bit silly, but I'm very proud of the fact that I can now walk up an escalator and overtake everyone who's standing on the right. That's something I could never, ever have done in the month of Sundays, because I've got the confidence to do it, because I know the leg won't give up. So that's been a really big difference. Don't give up. That first week, once you've got through the first week, it's downhill all the way. It's just keep going, keep at it.
So why cycling? Well, cycling improves the mobility and range of movement of the hip. It improves the strength of the muscles around the hip. It improves your mental health. It's something that you can do in a mixed ability group. It's got a social activity, and it strengthens your heart in terms of function. It also releases natural opiates that help you control pain and also sleep better. We're now going to show you how you can set up your bike so you can complete a spin course. Remember the measurements that you make so you can set up your bike the same way for the rest of the sessions.
Okay, so to set your bike up, you've got 3 adjustments. You can adjust the handlebars up and down, you can adjust the saddle up and down, and you can adjust the saddle forwards and backwards. So generally speaking, we say the saddle height wants to be level with the top of your hip bone. So if you stand next to the saddle, adjust the saddle to where you see fit, and then just measure your hand against the top of your hip bone and the saddle. Unless you've got any lower back problems, you want your handlebars about level with the saddle. If you've got any lower back problems, I would suggest you have your handlebars slightly higher than your saddle. And then in terms of the distance between your handlebars and your saddle, approximately between the elbow and the fingertips. So adjust the saddle and then tighten it up. Then try the bike out. So if you hop on, you want so that when you're pushing down at the lowest point of the pedal, you've got just a soft bend in your knee when your foot is flat. Obviously, if that is uncomfortable, there are adjustments. You can take it slightly higher or slightly lower, but that's generally how you would get your bike set up.
The thing to remember is that by doing exercise, you're going to improve, not make your hip pain worse. The key recommendations for a stiff, painful hip are education, exercise, and weight loss if required. The chain program will deliver these over 8 weeks. In week 1, we're going to teach you how to set up the bike and how to do a spin class. After the class, you're going to need to do your home stretching program, but the key thing is that you attend all 8 sessions to get the full value of the course. Thank you very much.